Story number 1 of Hurlbut's Story of the Bible. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Hurlbut's Story of the Bible by Jesse Lyman Hurlbut, Part 6. The Angel by the Altar. Luke 1, 1-80. At the time when the story of the New Testament began, the land of Israel, called also the land of Judea, was ruled by a king named Herod. He was the first of several Herods who at different times ruled either the whole of the land or parts of it. But Herod was not the highest ruler. Many years before this time, the Romans who came from the city of Rome in Italy had won all the land around the Great Sea, the sea which we call the Mediterranean. And above King Herod of Judea was the great king at Rome, who was called Emperor, ruling over all the lands, and over the land of Judea among them. So Herod, though king of Judea, obeyed his overlord, the emperor at Rome. At the time when this story began, the emperor at Rome was named Augustus Caesar. At this time, the land where the Jews lived was full of people. Jerusalem was its largest city, and in Jerusalem was standing the temple of the Lord, which King Herod had begun to build anew, taking the place of the old temple built in the time of Zerubbabel. See Story 105, which had long needed repair. There were also many other large cities besides Jerusalem. In the south was Hebron, among the mountains. On the shore of the great sea were Gaza and Joppa and Caesarea. In the middle of the land were Shechem and Samaria. And in the north were Nazareth and Cana. Down by the shore of the Sea of Galilee were Tiberias and Capernaum and Bethsaida. Far up in the north, at the foot of snowy Mount Hebron, was another Caesarea. But so that it might not be confused with Caesarea upon the sea coast, this city was called Caesarea Philippi, or Philip's Caesarea, from the name of one of Herod's sons. One day, an old priest named Zacharias was leading the service of worship in the temple. He was standing in front of the holy altar of incense in the holy place, and was holding in his hand a censer or cup full of burning coals and incense, while all the people were worshipping in the court of the temple, outside the court of the priests, where the great altar of burnt offering stood.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?